So, I've read the terms and conditions. I don't know why. I just clicked on it because I was having a look through the website on the way here. And it said, I think I've got the wrong end of the stick here, but I definitely have. It says, participants that take in any racing will be disqualified. I don't know if you can, that's not the right word, because you can't get disqualified if it's not a race. I'm basically banned from the event again, so I feel like I've entered like a race for life, but on bikes instead. So I will not be racing. I feel like the first time you do something as well, it's obviously the most nervous you're ever going to be for it, because you've never done it before. You don't know what to expect and that. You don't know what people are going to be doing it, whereas if you've done events before, you kind of, you know what's coming, you've been through the motions before. Road and the quickest I've ever felt on a class. So I'm currently 5k into just a little shakeout ride, we'll go with that. I'm going to do 15k in total. It's 2 days before my race, so just nothing stupid now. I'm keeping my heart rate about 130. These robo pacers on Zwift are absolutely class. If you have no clue what I'm on about, a robotic pacer that I assume it just keeps going, so then you can just jump in whenever you want, whatever time of day. I'm not going to make excuses, but I've got a bit of a cold at the minute and I don't care if it affects my time. I'm not going to blame my time on it, but just want to mention it. I love when people say I'm not going to make an excuse and then continue to make an excuse, which is exactly what I've just done. I'm going to give it some either way, and people sometimes say, well, I've got a cold so I'm not going to go 100%. I'm the opposite. I think, fuck it, no matter how I feel, I'm just going to go for it anyway and deal with the consequences afterwards. I think the most enjoyment I've had on a whole is like Zwift. Real people actually virtually racing. So you got people in the garages all over the world, or in the kitchen, or in the living room, all on the same screen basically. It updates in real time, so if people attack, you can follow them or stay in the group, and then when you're in the group, you actually get a drafted effect. I think it's just class, man. It makes it a lot more enjoyable. So, God knows what people used to do before Zwift was a thing. And I know I said, yeah, it's enjoyable. Some of the older folk watching this may think, young lad, all he wants to do is stay indoors. Obviously that's not the case. It's just a good alternative to ride indoors and keep it enjoyable when the weather's crap. So, to be fueling this ride, I'll just be using 2 of the drink mixes you've seen me mix up from Decathlon. 33 grams of carbs in 1 bottle. So I'll be having one of them roughly every hour. Well, on the hour. Hopefully there's only 2 hours. And then just these little, what are they? Energy date bars. They're actually quite nice. I've only had 1 so far. But I wanted a change from them like fruit pastel things. They're not too thick, they're not too stodgy, quite nice. So I don't know if I've already said, they've got 20 grams of carbs in, so I'll be having 2 of those for the whole ride, maybe 1 before, who knows. I've also bought myself a new bit of kit to ride in tomorrow. Now, I said in my last video that that top, the Van Russell one, the purpley one, is a little bit baggy, a little bit flappy around the belly area, around the hips and that. So I brought myself something. I didn't know it was going to be quite this tight because I got it in the same size, but it's a different brand. So I'll whack that on and show you that as well. There's definitely some aerodynamic gains when I've got this thing on. Now, I think it's safe to say, let me just put my gut away. Now, I think it's safe to say that that's tight enough. Jesus Christ. I reckon if I had to pee, you'd see it sticking out the front of that. Now, I'm not too sure about this angle. I'm now going to make these videos like I'm going to watch this again in 50 years' time. And this is going to remind me of my first ever bike race. Also, whilst trying to make them look as nice as I can. There we go. Best kept secret, maybe all the weekend. Sleeping till the evening. I don't like you leaving. Best kept secret, dying just so creepy. Lying for no reason, creeping on the weekend.
In 5, 4, 3,
Hear it.
the next 20 off you go, guys. Cycle safely. This is not a race.
In the future, I'll actually read the terms and conditions, I think. I don't want to make out that I'm like being ungrateful now because I know it's not a race. I'm still going to enjoy it. But there's like still people coming past me, like I don't know how courteous to be. I don't know. Like I've said, this is totally new to me. Especially this format, like, I don't know. No, I don't know whether to stick behind people or carry on going, but there's people coming past me, so I'm not going to obviously try and race them, but I just know that I'm just going to sit behind people just because of that reason. So still going to be a good day out on the bike. Don't know how far I am into it yet. Looks like a few people have already had punctures or stops for summer, so I'm going to count myself lucky. That's a bit unlucky actually.
When I'm back home, cash low freezing and I'm dinner with some aggro. Universal, early in Orlando, yeah. I'm too, yeah. Fading with my team, I cannot see all of these problems be like what's ahead of me. The Hennessy in my brain, doing chemistry, the remedy, oh yeah. I'm too, yeah. Fading with my team, I cannot see all of these problems be like what's ahead of me. The Hennessy is in my brain, doing chemistry, the remedy.
I'll tell you what, one benefit of riding with these experienced dons, point out all the potholes here, watch this. So I'm currently 20k in and I've found myself basically on my own. It's nice scenery, I wouldn't mind riding around here all the time, but hold on, I could seriously die here. Yeah, I found myself on my own, but I thought if I can keep these two dons in front of me in my eye line, I'm not doing too bad. I can kind of just treat it however I want it. There's no one around me, so now I'm going to catch up to these pair.
Sauce on my apron, board waiting. I'm bored waiting. Stepping in with these shocks on the pavement, cold blatant. Transforming like Jay Statham. It's the speaker I'm invading, it's the speaker I'm...
I hope you can hear me with all this wind. I know they're probably riding at a normal pace. Two mates together and that, but at least I caught them up. Gives me something to aim and strive for. Sound like an idiot, don't I? All I want to do is race. That's not the case, but especially, it's basically I'm doing a training ride on my own where I don't have a clue where I am. I feel like there's two ends of the scale as well, there's no in between. Now, I don't know why I think that, and I haven't got this theory from anywhere, but I feel like this is like your leisurely pace, nice rides, anyone can enter. And then you've got the opposite ends where if I was to enter, I'd last probably 1 lap or 5k at best. Let me know in the comments if that's true or it holds any weight at all. And could you leave in the comments, like, would you recommend any races? By my accent you probably know whereabouts I'm from, so roughly in them areas, any decent races where you can actually give it a bit, like, give it a little dig, and I'm not versing the fucking pros. I have no clue what that means. Okay, so I've got to 48k, I've got 20k left now because the route been extended from 62 to 68. So I'm going to lap it now just before this nice climb here, nice, and then see if I can average 30k an hour on my own. I've basically drove an hour and 15 minutes to do a training ride. That might be the nicest and quickest, the nicest road and the quickest I've ever felt on a flat. Some smooth roads. The villages around here are the bad boy though. Thank you.
Thank you. You enjoyed it?
Yeah, yeah, brilliant. I think
Good.
next time, if I done it again, I'll do the longer one.
Yeah, but
Because
you...
when I split, thank you,
Yeah.
I didn't see like one person. I know for next time now, don't I?
It doesn't matter. You could have carried on. I won't come back. So look, I did the...
Oh,
You know, another time.
yes, that's it, that's it. Thank you. Right, there we go. Job done. All I need to do now is find my way back to the car park. I've got my goodie secured. Don't know if you can see that. Hopefully you've seen it then, but to be honest, I'm definitely giving it away because that looks horrible. I don't like Ales at the best of times, but nah. There we go, I found myself into this little park bit. Back to the car park's right there. Sorted, man. It's a good day out on the bike, that was. I felt quick at the end, to be honest, and even though it wasn't a race, no, I can't have no one moaned at me because I didn't see one bike at the last 20k. So, say, when the route split into two, doing the half point and the full point, that's what they're called. It wasn't literally split down the middle half. I think the one I done was 68k and then the full one was 97, another 30 odd k or whatever onto it. But after that I didn't see one single bike. So I think it was about 20k, 25k, I was literally on my own. But I ain't complaining because some of the roads were nice, but some of them were like, I need a new arsehole after that. So I thought, do you know what, why don't I push and try and get the 30k effort, what I thought I was going to try and achieve today anyway. Probably wouldn't have been able to do that for 2.5 hours or 2 hours, say. But I think I did achieve it actually. So when I got back to the, what was it like, what's that thing called, the village? The event village. There was literally about 5 bikes there. I suppose everyone went and done the 4 points, like proper blokes and proper women.